All right, ready?
Hello, welcome to Guide to the Unknown. I'm Kristen.
And I'm her little brother, William.
And we're just popping in to keep you updated because we have revamped our Patreon page. That's at patreon.com/GTTUpod.
Yeah, we've got exciting new tiers. Like, hey, you could start at the $1 zombie tier, where you donate $1 a month as a thank you for the shows that we put out on the main feed. Or hey, why don't you do the $4 ghost tier? This is sort of the classic offering of Guide to the Unknown, where you get an exclusive episode of what we call the Netherworld Dispatch every month. People who are currently on the Netherworld Warrior tier, don't worry, you're about to become ghosties.
Yes, it's identical to that tier.
But we're adding brand new stuff. Kristen, why don't you talk about the $8 tier, the Banshee level?
That's right. So if you decide to become a Banshee, then rather than getting just one bonus show per month, you get 2 bonus shows per month. So every other week, another episode of Guides to the Unknown in addition to the main feed stuff.
Every other week?
Woo!
Well, doesn't that leave a little bit of room
It sure does.
for what we're calling the Demon tier? Yeah. You love Guide to the Unknown, you can't get enough. You've already got the main show every week. In addition to Guide to the Unknown every Friday, just like usual, there will be a new Netherworld Dispatch every Monday. That's right. We're going to begin and end your week for you. And today, waiting for you right this second, we've got our review of Halloween Kills, the new Michael Myers movie. But we're going to have exciting, weird other stuff come back in the future, like how about Ghost Adventures Adventures?
Yeah.
Makes a return from the grave.
How about that? I think we're going to have some book discussions a la our old podcast, Book Club Schmuck Club.
We're going to more formally take a look at some horror video games. And hey, we might even drop new commentary tracks. Who knows?
Right.
I think the Netherworld Dispatch is a really exciting place to do a grab bag of things, see what people like, try out new things. We can have conversations there that we can't have on the main feed. So hey, become a demon at that $13 level, and you get Guide to the Unknown twice a week. Main show Fridays, Netherworld Dispatch on Mondays. And like I said, we've already got a show waiting for our new demons. So why don't we play for everybody a little taste of our Halloween Kills review that you can get right this second by signing up for the demon level at www.patreon.com/GTTUpod.
And don't worry, what we're about to play is spoiler free, so listen with abandon.
We are going to be talking about Halloween Kills, just like every time that we've done this where we, talk about a movie that just came out. I want to stay spoiler free for a little bit, and we're going to give ample warning before we dive into spoilers. But we always like doing that because it gives you a lot more room to speak about a movie in total.
Mm-hmm.
In toto. So to start spoiler free.
Yes.
Why don't we just start with what most podcasts usually end with? Would you recommend this movie?
Would I recommend this movie? I think if you are somebody who really likes Halloween, I would give it a go. But if you're somebody who's not super into horror or you're on the fence and you're like, I don't really watch horror movies that much, but should I check out Halloween Kills? I'd be like, no, This is not the place to start.
Oh, it's certainly not the place
to start. But if it's not something that you're already really invested in, this movie stinks.
Okay. I definitely would not recommend it as anybody's first entry into the Halloween franchise.
No, obviously, but...
just as a standalone, if somebody was... even as a standalone. It's not a standalone movie, and it's not a good starting point for the Halloween franchise. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm agreeing with you. I think if somebody's already into the Halloween franchise, and they're like, should I see the new one?
Yeah.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I am seeing so much backlash and people really hating this movie right now.
Right. There's a lot of vitriol online.
And I have to admit, I'm a little bit puzzled by a lot of the hate.
Why?
For one, maybe now this is something that does happen to me occasionally. And for a while, I was deliberately trying to do the following. Mm-hmm. I would try to go into every movie with the lowest expectations possible.
Right.
Because then I would find myself more likely to actually be impressed by a movie. So this movie came out, Halloween Kills came out both in theaters and on Peacock.
Yep.
Which is weird.
I know. You don't hear a lot of movies. I don't know if it's the first movie premiere on Peacock, but it's the first one that I'm aware of. It's usually HBO Max.
Exactly. So I was really excited to watch it. And like I've got a little kid, so I was excited to be able to watch it at home and not need to get somebody to watch Zoe, and we have to schedule a time. So for me, this was like perfect. But because we've got baby Zoe, I wasn't able to watch the movie immediately, which, listen, old Willie, I would have stayed up until like 2 a.m. to watch this the second it dropped. So anyway, I was anticipating finally getting to see this for like 48 hours. And during those 48 hours, I avoided spoilers entirely. I didn't just Google the plot, which I frequently will do with movies.
Yeah, if it's something that I don't really want to see anyway, but I'm curious about, then I will spoil myself.
Yeah, spoilers don't really bother me.
They don't really bother me either.
But for some reason, I still hold the Halloween franchise to high regard, even though I think pound for pound, if you look at this franchise, it's not very good.
I do too. So the only... I haven't read any reviews of it online. I've seen stuff on Twitter and things like that, but I haven't like gone looking for stuff, except I listened to the Halloweenies episode about it because I had a long drive yesterday. I got tattooed in Philadelphia and it's kind of a schlep. So I listened to that on the way there and back. And they said something that I definitely resonated with, where they were like, what did this franchise do to us? Like, why are we so along for the ride for everything? Yeah. They're basically saying the same thing. Like, there's so many bad movies in this franchise, and yet we're still so captivated. We're always excited to see what's happening. And I'm not as excited anymore, actually, after this movie. I will certainly still see Halloween Ends, but I think this movie killed I am along for the ride. I'm always happy to see it kind of feeling that I had previously.
I think this is going to be a really fun conversation. I don't feel that way. I think so. Halloweenies, they already came out with their Halloween Kills episode.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah. I mean, we did our Scream episode about the trailer like 2 hours after it came out.
That's true.
So
but I think that the significance of Halloween, I really can't downplay. I know exactly why I'm hooked on it. I've got a theory about long-running franchises like Halloween. And there you go. So that's waiting for you right this second on patreon.com/GTTUpod at the Demon level, where you're going to get a new exclusive show every Monday. And of course, Banshees get shows every other Monday. Ghosts continue to get a new show every month. And I'm so excited to show you what we've been working on, because we have already been recording a bunch of really fun, really odd, spooky shows to add to that Patreon. So consider backing us if you never have. Consider changing your tier if you've been a Netherworld Warrior in the past. Let's get on the new system. And we can't thank you enough, everybody.
Yeah.
So we will definitely see you over on the main show this Friday. And hey, maybe we'll see you right now on patreon.com/GTTUpod.
That's right. See you there. Good.
I think that was good.
Yeah.